Hello guys, welcome to this podcast. Today I'll be interviewing a special guest. He was my classmate back in secondary school and now he's a successful freelance transcriber on Upwork. He works at home right here in Cameroon as a freelance transcriptionist, converting people's audios and videos to text. So if you don't know what transcription means, it's simply converting videos and audios into text. So that is what he does. So he's a full-time freelance transcriber on Upwork. He has worked with businesses from different parts of the world and he does all this at the comfort of his home right here in Cameroon, Douala. So his name is Achare, Mr. Achare Jonathan. So let's welcome our guest for today. Welcome, Jonathan.
Thank you.
So in your own words, how can you define freelancing? In your own words, how will you define freelancing?
Yeah, so I was saying, right, freelancing is giving power to the employee, giving power to the freelancer, giving power to the person that has a skill to work. Get it?
Mm-hmm.
Giving power to the person that has a skill to work, giving power to make sure that he can work at his own convenient time, making sure that he knows better when he's more productive.
Yes.
So he can be more work when he feels that he's more productive, unlike traditional jobs where sometimes you might not be feeling yourself, but you are forced to work.
Mm-hmm.
Hence, when you're not more, you don't feel more productive, the result is less good. But when you feel like now I feel more productive to work now, as you work at your own pace, at your own convenient time, when you feel it's good for you, when you feel the ideas are there.
Yeah.
So I think that's the next generation type of work that we are going to have in time to come. So in like 20 to 30 years to come, remote jobs will be like much more than what we are seeing today, like on-site jobs. We have more of remote jobs than on-site jobs.
Yeah, that's true. So like there are so many people who don't know what freelancing is all about right here in Cameroon. There are so many people, when I talk about freelancing, they are confused. But freelancing is just basically you exchanging your professional services to the people who are willing to hire you to work for them online. So there are businesses, there are business people who go online. Probably they need, for example, a transcriber, someone who, let's say the person is a YouTuber and he's also a blogger, because you can make money with YouTube with a paid ads and you make money blogging. So when the person, instead of doing a YouTube video and then going back to create a blog post on that video, so what they do is they transcribe the YouTube video and turn it into a blog post. So that is where someone might be in need of a transcriber. Let's say the person is YouTube his own business, so he's not going to employ, maybe he does not have an office where he has employers who work for him. So what the person might do is the person will go to freelance sites like Upwork and then they go and search for transcribers like you, and they pay the person to help them convert their videos into text so that they can go and embed it on their blog. So that is where freelance transcribers make money. So that's basically what freelancing is. So that's what you are doing right now, and I think it's something that, just like you said, is something that is becoming very, very popular in Cameroon, even though there are so many people who are not yet informed of the advantages. So that is why I'm doing this interview with you, because you have been doing this for some time and you are making money from it. So how did you get into this freelance business? Because it's actually a business, right? How and when did you learn about it? Because it's not very popular in Cameroon. So how did you learn about it? How did you get into it?
Before I start, I would like to say that I also do subtitling, which is adding text to videos. Like when you watch them on screen, for people that are deaf, they cannot hear, so they can watch a movie, but they understand what is happening down to subtitles. So I also do subtitling on videos.
Okay, subtitling. Okay, great. Like the little text that appears when on the screen, on the video screen, right?
Yeah, when the video is playing, yeah, that it helps people that are deaf, who cannot hear, so they can follow up what's happening.
Okay.
So coming now to the question of how I got into freelancing, well, like they say, sometimes hard times are very good in life because hard times make you to think twice, maybe to even think triple. So it's thanks to the hard life and difficulties that I had that I had the sixth sense that was like, okay, let me check out if I can see some other jobs. Because back then I was trying to get into cryptocurrency and all the rest. So I was always doing research online, doing online trading and stuff like that. So I was just like, well, the publicity usually pop up when you're online. So someone was like, work from home, stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. So I got interested in the stuff. I started searching on it. And the present job I had by that time, it was very strenuous for me. You wake up in the morning, 6 a.m. in the morning, you go to work, you come back around 10 p.m. or 9:30 p.m. You don't have time for yourself, you just sleep. Before you want to close your eyes, the next day, you're going back to work. So they were kind of very boring and it was very strenuous. You could not have time for yourself. It was very, how can I say, it was very monotonous. So at the point it was boring. I was feeling like exhausted. I didn't have time to fix myself. So that pushed me to want to I thought what if I could do something that could just give me power over my job? I could just feel like I'm the one in control. So yeah, I did research on freelancing. I started the first platform I landed on was Fiverr. I tried Fiverr. Fiverr was good, but it was too complicated. The processes were not simple. They were asking too much. And then now I came across Upwork. Upwork was just straight to the point, straightforward, simple. For Fiverr, you need to understand the system works. You need to create gigs and stuff like that. But for Upwork, you just need to create your profile, just add some basic information, qualifications and stuff like that, and bam, everything you're done. I don't know if it's that I was lucky enough. I don't know, but as I put on my profile for the first 1 month, I got an interview for a job. I did not apply for it though. I had connects. I did not apply for it, but I got invited. I don't know why they invited me. Maybe the person was interested in my profile and stuff like that. So I did the first, but when I created the profile, I was not really into it. I never knew it was something I was going to be. So I just created it and I was like, okay, let me just create it too. And then it happened some few months, I did not check on it. Sometimes I'll check on it, sometimes I won't check on it, sometimes I'll check on it. But one day I was like, okay, let me check on it again. And then all of a sudden I got an invitation. I just did the work, and
what was
to
the
me it was
job?
still like, I just do it.
What was the job they were inviting you?
The first job was to translate from English to French. So,
okay. So you're also a translator, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was short 150 words. So the person was paying $15.
Yes.
So I did it and I got my $15. So I was like, anyway, I never took it serious. I was like, well, I just did it. So let me just. At first, I was just like side hustle. I never knew that it was going to be a full-time something. I never knew that over time it was going to take a different turn. So in the beginning, I was not really in it. And then when over time, when I got the second job, I don't know, the second job was still translation job. It was still on $15. It was a guy that was in Saudi Arabia, $15 still. So I was, since Upwork removed 20% fee, I was left with something like $20, $20-something. So I was like, okay, now I have $20. How can I withdraw this $20? When I got into contact with Pioneer, that was when I was like, this thing can really be good. Since Pioneer is in collaboration with Upwork and they offer better services for freelancers to usually withdraw their money.
What is Pioneer, so that we can actually understand what Pioneer is?
Pioneer is an online banking system. Like, it's an online site where for people that it's an online banking system. Let me just share that. Okay. Where freelancers, especially freelancers and other people, can store their money. Freelancers it's like a payment platform for freelancers.
Yeah, so it's like a payment gateway, right? A payment gateway where
payment gateway for
they can
payment gateway for freelancers,
people
that do drop shipping, people that do business online in general.
Okay. So at first, what were you first of all using before you created Pioneer, your Pioneer account?
At first, right? When I landed my second job on Upwork, I was like, I've worked something dollars. How am I going to withdraw it now? This is just a joke. I had the difficulty of how am I going to withdraw my money. So I had the bank account, and I was thinking that I was going to withdraw it through bank account. And then later on, when Upwork was providing payment gateways, they talk about Pioneer. So I was like, what is Pioneer? Let me check on Pioneer. When I checked out on Pioneer, I noticed that Pioneer was a better system, easy and very reliable and fast way of receiving money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when I sent now my money inside my Pioneer account, so I noticed that now I have my money in my hands. Pioneer proposed to me that they could send me a credit card where I could withdraw my money instantly whenever I work. So all of that stuff, all the visibility and all the facilities that Pioneer provided to me, made me to like, oh, so these people can make me withdraw my money in a twinkle of an eye. So I need to work more on Upwork. I can withdraw more money. So my $20 that I'll send to Pioneer, because Pioneer will withdraw 1% fee, $1 transaction fee for every transaction you do. They withdraw $1.
And it's very cheap. It's very cheap.
Yeah, it's very cheap. Yeah, if you are withdrawing $300, Pioneer will take $1 only.
Just imagine, it's very cheap. Yeah.
Yeah. So when I had $20 something, I can't remember the exact figure. It was $20 something. When I withdraw it to Pioneer removed $1, and now my money was in my account. So I was like, okay, now how am I going to withdraw this one? And then Pioneer said, if you have a threshold of like $10, $10 or $5, you can apply for a credit card. I was like, wow. So I applied for my credit. My money was still there. It was piling. It got up to a level of $9 something where I have been working. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, let me see if the day Pioneer sent me my credit card, I was like, okay, let me go and try an ATM. Let me see. When I tried the ATM and bam, my money came out. I was like, wow, this is something I can really do. I was like, okay, let me work now more. But the reason why I put in more effort at Upwork is because I noticed that I could withdraw my money instantly with no stress.
Yeah.
Thanks to Pioneer. Yeah, because Pioneer were offering a service where I could withdraw my money easily with no stress. So that's why I was like, okay, I need to invest more in this.
Pioneer is the best online money payment gateway. I think Pioneer is the best. I also have used Pioneer. It's the best online payment gateway. Like, it's the best platform to receive money right here in Cameroon.
It's the best. I think it's the best for international transactions.
That's what I'm saying. For international transaction, is the best.
Those are in the US. They can use PayPal. It's like the best for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Upwork offers to PayPal, but I believe that for those in the US, PayPal is like going to be the best option for them since it's just hands. It's like Orange Money, MTN Money here in Cameroon.
Yes. So now, since you talked about using an ATM card, when did they send you the ATM card after you applied for it? How long did it take them?
It took less than 30 days for me to. They shipped it through mail. It took less than 30 days, and I got it at my work site. They came at my work site. I was working at Huawei in Douala. They came and the postman came and gave me at my work site. So they gave me my work site. There were instructions on how to access my card. The postman came and he gave me my card. So when I received it, I was very happy. I was like, okay, let me test if this thing is true. In the card, there were instructions on how to activate the card. So when I activated the card, my funds were automatically transferred into the card. So it had $100 and something by then. So I was like, okay, let me go down to ATM and try. I went to withdraw. It came off something thousand francs.
Okay.
From that day, I was like, wow, so this is something that someone can really do. I started working out hard. I started applying for jobs, working, and every month, every time I was withdraw my payments, I would just take it to my card.
Yes. So, but you said they came and the postman came directly to you at your job site to hand you the ATM card. But what if the person is at home and the person wants to go and receive their ATM card? Where are they going to receive it? Are they going to go to any post office and get it?
Well, actually, right, if you don't have, because me, I use the address of my job site, right? I use the address of my job site. That's where they could deliver it for me at work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I use my address. Because Huawei has a posting address, so they come and deposit everything to that particular address. So I use Huawei's posting address. Since I was at the reception, they came and deposit. So I'm like the person that received it.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
For those that don't have a posting address, because here in Cameroon, things are not really like address. They're not really house addresses where you can easily locate a house here in Cameroon. So, except for job sites. But for those that don't have a post address, they can just go to any post mail. If you're in Douala, you go to, like, for example, in Douala, most of the things would come at Bonanjo. The big headquarters of the post office in Douala is in Bonanjo. So most of the posts will be there. So you can go to any post office, you give the tracking number, they will tell you exactly where the post is found in that town. Because I'm sure that when you are giving an address, you give the town, so they'll bring the post to that particular town. Now, you will normally stay at the headquarters of the post office in Douala, because Douala has so many post offices, but they have their headquarters in Bonanjo.
Okay, so how much do you pay before they can send the ATM card? Do you have to pay any money?
You don't pay nothing. The only condition is you need to have at least, I think it was $10 in your account. Yeah, you need to have a minimum of $10. By then it was like, I don't know how it has changed, because it's about 4 to 5 years now. So I don't know if it has changed. By then, you need to have at least $10 in your account to be eligible to apply for a credit card.
Yeah. So when did you start freelancing on Upwork?
I started freelancing on Upwork around I can remember it was the eve of it was how can I say, it was 31st of December 2017.
Wow.
The eve of New Year. We entered 2000. I can remember I was not sleeping. I was by that time I was in Bafusam. I was in our office in Bafusam, so I was using the connection. So since I was the one to keep the keys of the office, so I was using the connection. So I slept in the office that day. I was trying to create my account. It was taking a lot of time because back at home by then I did not have connection. Having the keys to the office, so by then I did not have connection at home. So I was using the office network to work because I wanted to create my account, so I needed connection to work. So I worked overnight. It should be 2018, December 31st of 2018. That's crossing the 31st and 1st. I think so, something like that. Okay. Because by then there was a New Year celebration outside, fireworks. So I was in the office at the balcony. I was seeing how the town were doing fireworks and stuff like that. So it was that time, 2018. I can sit down. It's like 3 to 4 years, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
4 years. 4 years now.
Yes. So I think back then it was a lot easier because then there was no coronavirus and not a lot of people knew about freelancing, because now there's I can say there is competition on the platform, because there are so many people who are getting into freelancing. And although there's competition, but there is still space for everybody. So the next question we have is, do you do freelancing full-time or is it just a part-time thing? Right now,
at first, when I started in 2018, 2019, I was doing it like part-time because I did not really have a name by then. So the thing was still like, I was not really sure if it was going to move, but over time, I was surprised that the thing was taking a different turn, and I started having a firm foundation on Upwork. So it is 2 years. I started doing freelancing 4 years now. So it is 2 years now. I quit my job at Huawei. Because it was very strenuous.
Wow.
I quit my job at Huawei. I quit my job at Huawei, and I said, okay, now I'm quitting. Let me go in as a freelancer full time.
Yes.
And since from that day, my portfolio has kept on increasing and increasing.
Wow.
Up to now, because I gave in full time, but by then I was just like trying to handle the two part time. But now, since I'm giving it full attention, I make sure I apply on every job, updating my portfolio, all the stuff. So I'm kind of like, what's really making my strength is that the fact that I have long term plans, people that I've worked. There's a client that I'm working for the past 2 years.
Wow.
So that's what actually makes the power of freelancing. Because if you have a freelancer, if you have a client that you work for, and the client likes your job, know that the client will keep on calling you for all types of jobs they have.
Yes, of course. Trust. So trust is very important.
Yeah, I have 3 long-term clients that I work with since 3 years. We keep on working.
Wow.
It was 4, but the other person was an Italian company. So the company that the project finished. So they stopped last 2 years. They stopped the contract. They ended the contract. There's another one. It's called Summer Lingui. It's based in Canada. But they're doing French transcription, voice recognition. They build artificial intelligence for speech recognition.
Yes.
So I work there. I did translation with them. I worked with them since 2020. Up till now, we still work together.
Wow.
Our last collaboration just finished some few months back. So, but whenever something new comes up, because they work based on projects that come in,
yes,
they call me back. So I work with them now for 2 years.
Okay. Okay. So
and they are my highest paid. They are my highest paying clients. Yeah, they pay $15 per hour.
Wow. The next question is: can you tell us how much you actually received in your last job before you quit? How much were they paying you as salary? How much were you paid in your job before you quit and started freelancing full time? Before you get into freelancing full time?
Yes. The last job I quit. Okay, the last job I quit. Oh, okay. It was 60,000 francs.
Okay, you were receiving 60,000 francs monthly as your salary.
60,000 francs month. It's about $100 and something per month. They pay me $60,000. That's around $100 and something. 60,000 francs is around $100 and something a month.
Okay. Now, what about now? You say you quit your job. Now you are a full-time freelancer, so you don't have to reveal your actual monthly salary from freelancing. But because I know it's a bad habit to ask someone how much they earn per month, but can you say you make between, let's say, 100,000 to 200,000 francs per month online as a freelance transcriber?
Actually, right. Hello. Yeah. I will say, what I'll say is this: sometimes it just depends. The freelancing stuff is not something that is fluctuating. It depends on seasons. Like sometimes you can have jobs that will come. Sometimes you'll be low key. No serious job comes. But sometimes that job will come seriously. But for my case, it has not really been the case, because for my last job that I just finished working now, it was a job that was it was an NGO.
Yes.
It's an NGO that is Upswell. I don't know. They are found in Ivory Coast. They are fighting against malaria. Something of that sort. I don't know.
Yeah.
So they go to villages. They do interview for village chiefs. So village chiefs give the interview about how they're managing malaria in the villages. Get it?
Yes.
So they wanted someone that's from African descent, because the Ivorian French, it was too strong for them to understand. So they needed an African that can understand Ivorian French. Yes. So I was hired for the job, and the job was paid, because on my profile is $15 per hour. Yes. So I was paid for maximum of $40 per week. So I could work a maximum of $40 at the rate of $15 per hour. So that's actually what I gained on my last job. But averagely 100 a month.
Okay, nothing less than 100,000 francs a month, right?
A month. Yeah, and the 100,000 francs a month actually doing nothing. You get it?
Yes.
The 100,000 francs I gain per month, I'm actually doing nothing. Compared to someone that's working here in Cameroon that's getting 100,000 francs a month, the person is seriously working out in him or herself to gain that 100,000 francs.
Yes, I get that exactly.
It's not as much work,
right? It's not as much work that you put in compared to someone who works in Cameroon earns 100,000 francs. So even see a job now,
so me, I
100,000 francs.
The 100,000 francs without doing something very serious, just something light, like 1 hour, few things like that, and I just feel that's okay. I don't really stress myself that much compared to someone that is working an on-site job here in Cameroon that earns 100,000 francs. The person will sleep. The person works from 7 to 10. So it's complicated.
I'm telling you. So on a good day, right? On a good day, how much do you actually go to the bank and you say, no, this is how much I made? On a good day, how much can you say you make? Like the highest salary I've received in a month. as a freelancer, whether it's transcribing or it's translation or it's subtitling, how much have you made? Like the highest salary, the highest money you have received in your account in a month as a freelancer. What's the highest since you started?
400 and something thousand francs. That can be like 400,000 francs from different jobs.
Okay, so 400,000 francs plus, right?
Yeah.
So that's the highest you have ever made in a month.
Let me say $700 a month. 700.
Okay, so that means then in, let's say, on a bad day, right? On a bad month, how much do you make, or how much have you received? That's the lowest salary. I keep calling it salary. The lowest money you have received.
Amount.
Yes, the lowest money you have received in a month.
Well, in the beginning, right, I would not like to count the lowest in the beginning, because at the beginning it was not.
No, I'm saying like when you went in full time.
When I went in full time, the lowest I received is 100k. Yeah. Well, not really 100k. The lowest, it has happened that the lowest I've received was 40,000.
40.
Something thousand francs, like let's say 50,000. The lowest I received a month. But that was really very rare. It's really very, very rare.
So it's very rare to receive 50,000 francs a month, right?
Yeah,
so you can make more than that.
But it has happened to me. But the thing here is that for what you have received the previous month, even if you don't receive anything the next month, you're already taking for the next 3-4 months.
Yes, exactly. So I think it's this is something that people are literally sleeping on. This is a business that you can start just like you started as a side hustle, right? And then now it has turned up to be a full-time business for you. And you can also do something apart from being a freelance transcriber or as a freelancer. You can do something out of this freelancing work that you're doing. You can have probably your own store or your own business outside.
Yeah.
Yes, you can have your own business outside of freelancing, and you still add up to your money, to your monthly income. So this is something that people are sleeping on. It's something that they can start. You can just register, apply, and set up your profile, and then you start learning some of the skills that are needed, and then you start looking for clients, and you build up your portfolio, build up your business from scratch. So I know there are a lot of people who are interested in getting into freelancing. So how will you advise someone who wants to start freelancing? How will you advise them to start? I mean, they just want to start right now. How will you advise them to start?
Well, in my own time, the experience that I had when I wanted to start, the experience that I have now is two different things, because over time the thing has changed. So, though many people are not aware, but people are being aware, are getting awareness over time. Because at first, in my time when I was applying, because Upwork is a new platform, Upwork is less than 20 years old, I think. Yeah.
Yes.
In my time when I was applying, Upwork was not putting so many limits, and the competition was not too much. But there come a time when, in a particular field, if you want to create a profile, they will tell you that you want to create an account in that particular field. For example, maybe content writing. There's certain periods Upwork might tell you that when the spaces are full, when there's free space, they will consider a profile. Sometimes you create a profile, they say that you're not even qualified enough. They will not validate the profile. Sometimes you apply, they will validate just like that. So it just depends. By my own time, there was not really that screening, but now there's a little bit some screening and it's high competition. So what I can actually say is that, but I only talk for Upwork what I know, because for other platforms I don't know how they function. But for Upwork, what I know and what I've experienced, I will say that the key to Upwork is connects. Yeah, connects. That is the ability to apply for job. If you have enough connects in your account, then that's just it. You need to apply not less than 100 jobs per week, per month on Upwork. Like at least 100 jobs per month.
Per month, okay.
Yeah, at least 100 jobs, or let me say 50 jobs per month. That is, you should put more effort on buying connects and having a good portfolio. That's all you really need, because there are some jobs that they post on Upwork where they need only newcomers. If you're not a newcomer, they'll not consider you for the job. And those jobs comes once in a while. Some people like to work only with newcomers because they don't have enough money to pay those that are experienced, and those that select. So they like to work only with newcomers.
Yeah.
The simple thing is you need to apply to as many jobs as possible. If they post, if on Upwork they post 100 jobs per day on your field, right? You need to apply to at least 50.
Yes.
Yeah, per day. Just an example.
Yes, I get it. Okay. Yeah. So the thing is, because I'm also on Upwork, so one thing I can advise, because I started a bit late. I started in 2021, right? I think I called you and I told you about it. So I started in 2021. So the what I can say is now it's a bit different, but it's not that different. That's how I can put it, because now there's a lot more competition, especially for new freelancers. So what I would advise someone who wants to start freelancing, in my own opinion, is the person should learn actually have a skill, a professional skill that they can exchange. They can exchange, right? Yes, the person can exchange. Most people, they know about Microsoft Word, and it's mostly tech skills. They should learn tech skills, be it graphic design, web building, transcribing, translation, because everything has to do with tech. If you are going to transcribe, you must know how to use a software to transcribe.
Even subtitling.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, that if you are going to transcribe, whether it's subtitling or what, you need a software to help you with that.
You need to be computer savvy.
Yes, you need to. Yes, that's what I'm saying. So if for someone who wants to get into freelancing, the person has to learn a tech skill, whether it's Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, designing, whatever. The person should learn how to use softwares, learn some basic tech skills, and then they can go to this sites, the freelance site, for example Upwork, apply, create a profile, register on Upwork, create a profile, and then that is where they can start applying for jobs, just like you said. So they can start applying for the 50 jobs a day, or in 1 month, 50 to 100 jobs. There's one thing I learned, because when I got into Upwork, I discovered that it was not as easy to get clients, especially now that there's a lot of competition. The first thing I noticed was you need to have like some sort of a portfolio. If you are someone who does not have any review yet, you don't have any client review on Upwork, you're just starting out. Because I think with you it's easier, because you already have reviews from old clients, so people can come to your profile and then they go down and see the reviews from other clients. But someone who is just starting without any review, the person needs a portfolio. Is very important. A portfolio is basically something you can create, like a free website, you just create just some sample jobs. If you are doing transcription, you can just go to any video, transcribe it, and then you take it as an example, come and put it on your portfolio. It gives you some credibility. It makes the clients know that you are capable of doing their job. So that's something I'm going to advise someone who wants to start freelancing, because now it is professional. You're not just going there like just something, because you are dealing with people's jobs, you are dealing with people's businesses. So it's very, very professional. So that is what I can advise someone who wants to start freelancing. So there's something I want to ask you, like is there some specific skills you need in order to start freelance business? In your own opinion, do you think there are some specific skills that, or high paying skills that will give you money, make you more money as a freelancer?
Well, actually, right. It's very true. You need some. It depends on the field you're going in for. Depends on the field you're going in. There are some fields that need kind of very high advanced skills. There are some skills that need just basic knowledge and being computer savvy. For example, subtitling. You do subtitling with a software called Agisub and subtitle editing. If you know how to use the skill, you know the language that is involved, then that's okay for you. You don't need an expertise to do subtitling. You get it? All you need is just how to use the tool, the software, and have knowledge of the language involved. Yeah. That's all you need. So
exactly, that's what I'm saying, that you have to learn the software. You need to learn. There are people who are not willing to learn. So that's what I'm saying, that it's still a software. It's still part of tech. So you need to learn how to use these softwares to be able to do some of these jobs. Yes.
But now, right? There are some fields that you need professional expertise. Like, for example, website building.
Yes.
Get it? Yeah, you need to know. You need professional experience to do website building. Some things like photographing, the kind of stuff. You need professional experience to do it.
Yeah.
For things like transcription, you don't need no professional experience to do transcription.
Yes.
All you need to know is have a good typing speed and know the language that is involved. That's all you need to do transcription.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Just to know the language that is being involved, and just to know that that's a good typing speed. That's all you need for translation. For translation, you need some expertise in translation at least. Yeah.
So what expertise? What skill do you need for translation? What particular?
For translation, some people, right? Some people are like there's transcription and transcription. There's translation and translation. There's some kind of translation, like, for example, interpretation, live interpretation. For live interpretation, I don't know if I would say you have some particular skill, but there's some people that are just have that gift to interpret fast. Like, those are in church. Those are interpret in church. Get it right? Yeah, they do interpret, but they don't have some kind of professional expertise. But I believe at a certain level, you need professional expertise. And for translation, you need professional expertise. There are online courses on translation where you can get online and you get certified for some few stuff. Like, for example, me, I have this. There's an online certification that I got for translation. Though it's free, it's not really free, but though it's not really that expensive, but it is good because at least it helps to give you some recognition and some credibility in what you're doing.
Yeah. So you're saying that certification, you can get a certification online, whether it's free or not, just to
credibility.
Just to create credibility, right?
Yeah, just to create credibility.
Okay, so
yes.
Translation, translation is not the only, just like you said, translation is not the only, or translation, transcription, web design, those are not the only type of skills. I just explained. There are so many skills. Yeah, there's so many skills that you can offer as a service to clients on Upwork. There is
you can even be an online assistant.
A virtual assistant, because I part of what I do on Upwork, I'm trying to arrange my profile again. Because I've learned some. That's one thing about this freelancing. When you add to your skills, you can add to your service that you offer to clients. So yes, I'm trying to redesign my profile to be a virtual assistant, and a virtual assistant is someone who is basically an assistant to someone online. But there are so many skills as a virtual assistant. You can be a virtual assistant, transcribing, as a transcriptionist, as a writer, translator, as a Microsoft Word. Right, exactly. So that is what a virtual assistant do. So with so many skills, it's even much better. You can get more, you can make more money with it. Okay, so the last question on the list is, how do you get clients? How will you advise someone who is starting to get clients, the first client? Because let's be frank, it's not easy to get your first client. The most important thing is to get that first client, but truth be told, it's not easy getting that first client, especially as a new freelancer, because of course we know there's a lot of competition now. So how will you advise someone who just starting? What do you do? What are the things you have to do, put in place in order to get your first client, first paying client?
Like I said, the only key to landing your first job on Upwork is by applying. Because most of the times when you're new, your profile is not out in the job market for publicity. Like when people come to search for jobs, rarely or never, they'll hardly or even show your profile, because there are so many people that are ahead of you. So they'll always try to give the best.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, except if the person is doing some kind of detailed search that I want only new freelancers, that's when your profile can come out.
Yes.
But if the person is just doing some global search, like I want transcribers, the Upwork will automatically choose the best and give to the client. We're not going to choose those that don't have anything don't have no experience.
That's
so
true.
the only goal for you to land your first client is applying non-stop.
Yeah.
Applying non-stop. And the only goal for you to keep on having new clients is to always leave an impression on the previous client.
Yes. That's
because
true.
if you leave a positive impression, the person will leave a positive feedback. And that positive feedback will cause another new client to come to you. And that positive feedback and that good impression you get to that client will make him to want to hire you for the second time, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. Yes, that's true. And there's something I also want to add before we close the interview. Since you said the best way is applying non-stop. Apply like your life depends on it. And then
applying non-stop.
Yes.
Be patient too. Very patient.
Exactly. Patience is the key. Patience is definitely the key to these things.
Because sometimes I apply for 1 week, nobody's even talking to you, so you might just give up.
So that is why I always say having a portfolio. I'm going to create a video on that. Having a portfolio, and before you apply.
There's one thing. I know. There's one thing. Mm-hmm. There's one thing, right?
Yes.
If your a newcomer, your portfolio is very creditable and it's very convincing, you might land a job in no time. You might land your first job in no time.
Exactly. That's why because I had the issue. I had the same problem.
Because sometimes for many jobs as possible, you have a type of portfolio. And
if you don't have, yes, exactly. If you don't have a good portfolio, a portfolio is like proof of what you can do. It's like I'm trying to hire you, but I don't know. You have because we are working online, so you are somewhere and I'm somewhere. So these people need proof. So portfolios are very, very much important when you are getting into freelancing for your first time. If you want to get clients, create a portfolio. Do example. Just create work samples. Some people will say, "Oh, where do I get the sample? Where do I get free jobs?" What I did was, I go on, if I want to do transcription, right? I just take a video, or I take a video or something like that, or I record myself making a video, and then I transcribe that video into text with timestamps, and then I take it like a screenshot. Then when I go to apply for a transcription job, at least there is something I can show that I can do this. I can show the clients that this is an example of a work I did. If it's a design project, if I'm a designer, if I want to apply for a graphic design work, I can go to PowerPoint, or I go to Microsoft Word. I design something, and then I go and show a client. When I'm applying, I can show that this. When I write, I would like to get this job, and then I can just direct them and say, you can check, this is a similar work I did on this, so the clients can go and see it. and it helps you to get more clients, and it helps you to stand out. So you can easily get clients with a portfolio that has work samples, and you can even make reviews, get people to write reviews on your page for you. So that's something that I wanted to add. So it's very much important. Get a portfolio, make a portfolio. I don't know how I can put it, dummy portfolio, dummy work samples. Just paste everything.
I understand.
Create a profile, go and apply like crazy, just like you said, and you can easily get your clients. Okay, so any last word for people who are listening to this, who want to get into freelancing? What do you think they should expect, or what should they expect from this? What are the advantages? What are the disadvantages?
Well, sometimes, right, you might apply. Sometimes, sometimes that when you keep on applying, sometimes you might apply for long and no one talks to you. But sometimes someone can come around and the person is interviewing for a job. At a certain point, the person interviews you, like people discuss for a day, and the next day the person is no longer talking to you. It happened that as the person is discussing with you, as the person is interviewing you, the person is also interviewing as many people like you. So it's not automatically mean that when someone interviews you, automatically have a job.
Yeah.
The person can interview you, then at the end the person does not hire you. Meaning that the person has already taken someone else. So I don't know at the back of your mind that when someone is interviewing you, the person is also interviewing as many people as you. So it's a competition. So make sure you answer questions, or you are convincing as much as possible.
Exactly. That's why I keep emphasizing on portfolios and work samples. They are like a proof. It helps to convince the client. Another thing is, there's another thing I discovered from other freelancers. I've been learning a lot watching their videos. Is a video portfolio, a video resume. You can create like a short video resume and apply for the job. There's a higher chance, there's a higher probability that you get a client with a video resume.
Yeah.
That's another tip I got.
True.
Yes, because when you are just writing a text, there are so many people doing the same thing. But when you stand out, you create a video resume, and the person is seeing you, and then you show them samples of work you have done. You can just take off time, create a video resume. Anytime you want to apply, you go and show the person that this is me, this is what I can do, and it helps the person to get, videos. They say videos convert faster than just text or even listening to someone.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, you can use videos as a means, or a video as a means of getting clients' attention too.
There's also one thing. You need online presence. You need to be online. You need 20 hours per day. You need to be online. Not even online as you are. You need to be like, you have constant connection at this one. Because if someone invites you to that job, if someone's invited you to that job, then the person invited at least 10 other people. So if you are wasting time, you don't respond to the person's invitation, the person will not come. You will continue with those that are available. So
exactly.
If you are doing online freelance, availability is the key. You need to always be available online.
I think this something also, this same thing happens to me. Someone sends me a message, and before I went there, I think when I was teaching, it's on Preply. So someone sent me an email, said they're looking for a teacher, if I can teach them English. And before I went there to reply, because I was offline, before I turned on my data to go and reply, the person said he's sorry, you already spoke with someone else. And yes. Yeah. So, and that was how I lost that student.
So you need online presence every time. Because when someone the moment you get an invitation, in less than 5 minutes, you should be going to that invitation in less than 5 minutes. Because if you waste, the person will not be there waiting for you to come. The person will go for those that are available.
Yes. Okay, so that was the end of our interview. So thank you very much, Jonathan, for staying back and giving us this information. I know there are so many people who, especially now in Cameroon is not easy to get a job, a stable job, a job where you can get a monthly salary of 100,000 francs. So most jobs will tell you 40,000 francs, 60,000 francs. For for people who have gone to school, university, and they have graduated, and things are getting more expensive every day. If you go to the market, the price of foodstuff has just increased drastically. So
Yeah.
having side hustles, having something that can earn you money to add it to your source of income, maybe to your job, is very, very vital. So that's why freelancing is another great way to add to make passive income online, and you can eventually, just like you, turn it into a full-time business.
As it is that in Cameroon, people are not really aware. Where people are doing online job, they'll say yes, come on.
Exactly. There are people who think that anybody who sits online, who sits on a laptop, they think you are scamming. But there are legit jobs online that people are doing, especially freelancing. So that is what I was just trying to thank you for being here, giving awareness and making people to understand that they can make money online. They can even start it as a side hustle and turn it to a full-time business where they can be earning at least from 100,000 francs upward. It's not small money, it's big money. You are not paying tax on that. You are not paying tax on the money. So, and it's just like you said, you don't do as much work to get that amount of money as someone who is working in an office here in Cameroon. Just to earn 100,000 francs, the person will leave the house from 6 a.m. and come back at, just imagine you were leaving at 6 a.m. coming back at 9 p.m. You were not still able to receive 100,000 francs as a monthly salary. If you are going to be receiving 100,000 francs, I'm sure you will be leaving the house at 4 a.m. to come back at maybe the next day. So freelancing is another great way people can make money online, and I'm so grateful you did this interview with me. I know you're a busy man, so thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay.